Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you, Scorpio? I hope that you are okay on this. Well, it's Thursday as I'm recording this, but it is 2023 right now, but you could be viewing it way past that time. And anytime that you find these readings, they will be for the week ahead. So they're always going to be predictions. Scorpio, thank you so much for all the ways that you've been loving me, being in the comments, all your thumbs up, the ways that you've been helping me grow this tribe. It's working. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of your love that you show. And I appreciate you. All right. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, my psychic friends. What is going on in the week ahead? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio, it's coming up for you. Peace. Well, we'll take it. Anytime you can get peace, man, you take it. I feel like right now, you're in a time and place in your life right now where you're not really exerting much energy. I want to say that you're just kind of staying in your lane, minding your business, not really doing much. Maybe you're not being very social, but maybe you're out and about by yourself. I feel like you're minding your business. It's like your peace is the most important thing right now. That's the most important thing for you. I'm going to say you feel a little lonely, though. You're starting to feel a little lonely, possibly. Lonely for companionship. There's a dove in the sky, and it's carrying a vine. So I feel like, yeah, you are. I feel like you're at peace. I feel like you're very grounded and doing very well right now in your life, and I think it's peaceful. But I also feel as though you want for something more. I think that you're now that everything is all balanced, because it's all green energies there for me. So it's like energy of earth for me. So now that everything is balanced and solid and, your foundation is good, it feels like you're at peace. But it also feels with card number 23, that's a 5, that maybe you're in a little bit of lack, feeling disconnected, from people. We have the Yang. That might change soon. The Yang is, it's the yin and the yang, right? The yin is the feminine, the yang is the masculine. And while the yin is attracting, the yang is pushing forward and listening to that attraction, listening to the vibration that's pulling them in, right? So I feel like you're going to be, if you are the masculine, if you are the yang, I feel that it's time for you to go. It's time for you to move forward or go forward. I think right now you're enjoying this peace, as you should. But I feel if you are the masculine, that it's going to be time for you to leave this vibration very soon. It's almost like it's just as you get comfortable in that vibration, it's time to move again. I see time to go. I see a person in a dress, and this person's headed for the door. They're headed for the next vibration. I always feel it to be a little matrixy when I see this card. It's like she's sort of disappearing almost, it looks like. And so it feels like she's running, and it also feels like she's getting like transparent as she's running. So it feels like the old timeline is about to collapse, like you can't go back there anymore. And so that's why the universe is having you push forward. Push ahead to a new beginning, because there's no way that you're going to be able to go back there, because once you leave a vibration, it collapses and you don't go back there. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you feel it, you can't unfeel it. Yeah. All right. What do we got here? Flexible, the F word. Uh-oh. Scorpio, the F word. Shows up once in a while for you. It is time to go. I think that you need to be flexible with the time that you pick to go. I feel like you don't have to go like now, like right now, but I feel like it's coming soon. Card number 45 is a 9. Okay, that explains the earth energy that I see here then. It's a 9, which is Virgo. I want to say that there's something going on in this Venus retrograde that is changing your mind about something or making you move forward to a new vibration, or making you move forward to the next destination. It's pulled you out of a place where you maybe were a little bit stuck. Like you got addicted to being in the peace, but then once you started feeling in lack a little bit, yeah, it was time to move forward and begin again. I think you're going to have to be flexible with whatever I'm about to say. Whatever I'm about to say next, Scorpio. All right, let's Let's find out what's in the future for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. So we are just getting through this Aquarius moon right now. And I think we're still 1 or 2 days in the heavy shadow period here. Let's take a look. So that might be bringing up some type of feelings for y'all. You can put that in the comments for me. How are you faring? Because I was like crying every second day, but I'm a Pisces moon. I have water like you, right? I think I've been crying for 2 days, like every hour on the hour, it seems. Something else would make me sad or make me happy that I would cry. I was purging a lot. We have the energy is gaining momentum. I would say it is. I would say that looks like a little bit of momentum. Yeah. Pushing forward is a momentum. Pushing forward, moving, headed for the door. It feels like all about movement for you in the week ahead. You're making some big decisions, like you're making decisions to leave a bunch of stuff behind and move through this door in the distance here. You're taking your truth. I feel like you've analyzed it. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, leaving the safety of your peace. I think it's time for you to push forward here. And you feel the energy is gaining momentum, though. You feel almost like you're being pushed down this path that she's running here. Like it feels like you feel almost as if you're being pushed. Like you're at this point, I think, in a little bit of resistance. And that's why I think this is telling me to tell you that you need to be flexible. Because I think you're already starting to resist this energy, my friend. We have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Okay, now look. You're a water sign. You're probably the most practical of the water signs. You are. It says full moon in Pisces, but it is talking about water energy. Your person could be a Pisces or an earth sign. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What are we going to do next? All right. Let's do this. Let's throw some tarot at it for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. Tell me about Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. The week ahead. Interesting. Yeah. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're about to speak up because you've been quiet up till now. In peace, card number 5 tells me that you've been silent with somebody, or just silent in general. It doesn't even have to be with a person. It could be with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I really think that you're emerging from this place of peace to say something. Tell me about the Yang, please. All right. We've got the Queen of Swords. We have the 7 Cups with the 4 Wands, 5 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. Bottom of the deck. Oh, Queen's in the reverse. Interesting. Queen is in the reverse, and there's a bunch of healing going on. When I see the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, especially when it comes up in the future for me, it's like I've been working on myself. Because this person in the upright is someone who is very who's the overgiver, someone who's always giving and helping others, very charitable. And I think when it's in the reverse, it's like I need to reserve some of that for me. And it's interesting, it comes up with the 4 of Swords, because that is the place where you go for healing, right? Yeah, healing the self. So, pardon me. If you are the masculine, I feel like you are, if you're the masculine Scorpio, I feel like you are in contemplation. You don't want to make the wrong pick. You don't want to make the wrong move. I feel like you have to make a decision about something to speak up. Speak up about, just the fact that you're showing up as the Queen of Swords tells me that you can say anything that you want to say. It doesn't mean that you do it without fear. It just means that you're brave enough to say so. And, she's the one who's liberated herself. So I feel like that it is sort of emotionally, you're in emotional overwhelm as you push forward towards this next phase of your life. because the next phase of your life is the Four of Wands. I feel like you're the yang. If you're masculine, I feel like you're the one who is in sort of deep contemplation or I just about said over exaggeration. So please make sure that sometimes that you can over exaggerate, about, how can I say, over exaggerate, that it looks more terrible than it is. Sometimes your energy can get away with you, I think. So be careful of overthinking it. But I think that it is the masculine who's feeling overwhelmed, because it feels like somebody's about to pop through to another door, the next level of their life, and it is running straight into the Four of Wands here. The energy is gaining momentum, and so I feel like you're somebody who is now actively like sort of fighting against the universe, fighting against your gut. I don't want to go, and we'll find out why. It might be because you have worry about how this conversation's going to go. The energy is gaining momentum, and so you're feeling tense or intense about the situation, and you're feeling worried for sure. And I think you're, in a combination of worrying about the future and feeling worried about maybe how we talked about things in the past. Okay. Let's look at some clarifiers. If you are the feminine Scorpio, I feel like this is the masculine. So I feel like if this could be your masculine, or you are the masculine, that's what I feel. Yeah, whoever's pushing forward. Whoever is the one who is reaching out to someone else. So if you are the masculine Scorpio, I feel like you're the person who's reaching out to someone else. I feel like you're the one who's about to exit this old vibration. Yeah. I feel like you're up in your head about the Four of Wands. Like, I think you really want it, and that's what you're headed for. I think that's what's on the other side of this door. I feel like you're headed there. But I also feel as though you're in the Five of Swords about it. Like the Four of Wands and the Five of Swords. Just listening, one moment. But what if I get into this relationship and then we end up arguing or fighting? It feels like somebody feels as though that there's like maybe you and I don't know if it's you or them, but somebody feels like we argue too much, or we get into places where we start to get into dangerous zone, like character assassination. Somebody's worrying into the future. That maybe, what if this, what if? It feels like, what if it doesn't work? What if our words are sharp? What if I can't get this person to be reasonable? Because I do see the Five of Swords as being a little bit unreasonable when it shows up with the Nine of Swords as well. It feels like unreasonable, unreasonable or unrealistic things that are going on in your head. You're telling yourself that things are worse than they are. That's what it feels like. Okay. Let's see what's going on here with the clarifiers for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. So you're coming out of this piece to say something. The Yang is pushing forward to the next level of their life, and although it's overwhelming, it feels like somebody's very serious about gaining some sort of a stability here with someone who they're fiery and passionate about. We have the King of Pentacles. In walks the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I was feeling earth energy from this, though. So I want to say the piece is coming from that. I think that you're financially okay. I think you're doing all right. Even though we're in this tough economy, I think that you continue to have the Midas touch, and that you continue to manifest all these opportunities that are coming to you. So I feel like that you could have either earth of the chart, or maybe it's just an energy that I'm feeling about you, that you're in control, that you're on solid ground, that your pentacles are okay. And now that all of that is in place, I think you're ready to come out of your bubble and speak to someone. It's like the next thing that you wanted to clear up after the finances. And now I think that you have cleared up the finances, that it is time to move forward and speak to someone, but you're feeling very overwhelmed about doing that. I think it's going to work out fine. The thing is that your third eye is open now. I feel like you've been in this peaceful place. I feel like you've had some sort of a breakthrough. And the Sun is here to help you out with the Seven of Cups. I feel as though if you can identify what is in each cup, even though you don't know which one you're going to pick, that's half the battle, is identifying what's in the cup. Making sure that it is, the contents of it is something that you want to take to the next place or give to that next person. You could have a worry that somebody here has a lot of options as it pertains to the heart space stuff. Maybe they wouldn't tell you. Like, I feel like, you know what I mean? You're telling yourself, maybe they wouldn't tell you, because I'm looking at the snake that's slithering off. Maybe they wouldn't tell you, even if it was going on. Like, I think that you need to get out of your head that way. Because the Sun is here. It's all about growth. You're in a growth pattern, personally, professionally. You're having breakthroughs. You see everything clearly. So I think that's why you're ready to speak. As the Queen of Swords, you're ready to speak to someone here. Maybe you want to speak to someone who is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, maybe Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Interesting. You've been released. You've been released from some sort of a relationship, or you've released yourself from it. And it's so wild. That's why you're headed for the door. Because this, to me, is the release. The devil is holding you down, but when it's in the reverse, it's like, I release you. I cut ties. I cut the chains. I cut the ties that bound me. The Four of Cups is like, I wasn't happy there. I was bored there. It wasn't for me. So you could have been in a relationship and have been released from that relationship, or you released someone else because it was boring. I feel like you were sort of, the Seven of Cups is telling me that you're pushing forward, pushing past, releasing the things that you don't need, which is exactly what this full moon is about. Releasing the things that you don't need and letting go. Yeah, letting go of a relationship here. One that really sort of, it's like you weren't, it's like you really like this person, but it doesn't really feel like the hell yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it looks like this energy is gaining momentum, my friends. It's gaining momentum, and it's headed straight for the Ace of Wands. I feel like somebody is passionate about something, about this momentum that they have. So I want to say that maybe, Scorpio, you have this momentum. Maybe you've let go of a relationship, or they let go of you. And you know what? You're like, it probably is for the best anyway. And now you're headed for the door. It's time to go. I feel like you've gone over some details here, and the energy that's gaining momentum, it almost feels like you're running for the Ace of Wands. So it feels like there's something that's about to open or begin here that you know that is already here, and that this is the culmination of gaining momentum, starting to take the run, gaining momentum at the Ace of Wands. So I believe it's a new beginning that comes here. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. Wow. The Ace of Wands brings up the Eight of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Just listening, sorry. So the Eight of Cups, and the one that the page is holding, is the Nine. I'm trying to decide if this is, I feel like you have some feelings for someone here that you're not sure if they're big feelings or little feelings. But I think you're feeling something, and you're not sure if it's just the Ace of Wands. Is it just a passionate connection? I'm going to tell you no. It's actually like actual feelings that are starting to bud here with the Page of Cups. It's like you get all sort of giddy in the belly when you think about this person. I want to say that you pulled away from them, and that's your worry. Your worry is it going to end up in a fight because I pulled away from this person? Five of Swords is here. And I feel like you're coming with the Ace of Pentacles in your pocket, because I feel like you want to invest in somebody here. You want this new path of passion. You want to invest in somebody here that you have feelings for. The challenge, I feel, is right here at the end, is that the energy is gaining momentum here, but it feels like there's a bit of a disconnect, or there was, or maybe you're coming back to them after a while. or they're coming back to you. Take it as it resonates. What is the challenge for the week ahead, please, for my beautiful Scorpios? You're going to know what to do anyway. You're hella psychic. You should listen to your gut, because you know when you don't listen to your gut, you're there standing in the mirror saying, I knew it, right? Yeah. The challenge is changed. Look at that. The challenge is issued. Challenge issued, Scorpio. The universe is like, get your shit right. Yep. The Death card is here, right? And that's the challenge going into the week ahead. The challenge is you. The challenge is getting out of that Four of Cups and releasing yourself from a relationship if you're still in it right now. If you're in a relationship right now and you know that it's not for you, but you're just not wanting to hurt someone, please just disconnect. Let them go. Be honest with them. Be the Scorpio that you are. Beautiful and kind and loving, but honest nonetheless. I think you're the challenge for the week ahead. The challenge is going to be for you to release this so you can head out through the door, because you know that the momentum is gaining here. You know that the energy is gaining momentum here. And the thing is what it's taking you to is kind of beautiful. You're going to reconnect with someone that you haven't spoken with in a while. You know they are your Nine of Cups. 8 and 1 is 9. You're going to be showing up with the Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like either they or you are showing up with the Ace of Wands as well. You've been worrying about this. I feel like it all works out the way you want it to. I think that things usually do work out the way you want it to. Look, the sun's here. You're going to make a good decision. You can see everything for miles and miles, right? So you're going to make a good decision here. I feel like if you're the person who is wondering what they should do, look, don't leave your relationship because a lady in Canada told you to on the internet. Do it because it's something that you feel that you need to do for yourself, that you know that has been nagging at you. If that's the person, I feel like I'm really connecting with someone who's dragging their heels because they don't want to hurt someone else's feelings. I think you're gonna get an aha moment. It's going to cause you to push forward. Yeah, I feel like you're pushing forward towards someone. Could be a Capricorn, could be another Scorpio, could be a Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is here. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Look at that. We're moving on. At least you're not stuck anymore. I'm saying you're headed for the door. 6 of Swords is here. It's time to get rid of the chaos and head to the calm. It's time to make decisions that you know are right for you and not necessarily maybe popular with everyone in your life. It is what it is. But you know what? You wrestled the damn devil into reverse. That in itself makes you a badass. I'm going to go for now. Scorpio, I always see you as badass. Feminine or masculine. I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.